Hello! I am the Witch of Jasmine, and welcome back to my channel. I spilled some of that wax. Oops. Today I have a reading for Scorpio moons. Oh, that one came right out when I said Scorpio moons. All right. How you doing, Scorpio moons? I hope you're doing well. Oh my gosh, these are flying right out. They are very excited to give you your reading. Well, now I'm curious. Anyway, as I'm shuffling out your cards, I invite you to take some deep breaths. To calm yourself, ground yourself. Oh my god, now they're just falling all over the place. Ah! Oh god. There you go. Got a little bonus card there. Fun. Alright, let's take a look at your cards. So, for the Oracle card, we have Happiness with Gemini and the Fire element. Nice. Alright, let's take a look at your tarot cards. We've got the Magician reversed, the Moon, Knight of Wands, I love these cards because there's always like a cat in one of them. The cat looks so cute. Sorry. Okay. The Standing Stone, aka Judgment. Not Judgment, Justice. Queen of Chalices, aka Queen of Cups. And the Lady and the Lord, aka the Lovers. And then we will turn this card over whenever I feel like it's the right time to flip it over. Okay, so right away as I was like putting these cards out, I feel like the theme of this is definitely taking your power back. For sure. I mean, just seeing the Magician reverse, that's kind of just what that means. But that's definitely what this reading is like screaming at me right now. I guess I should say first though, with this Happiness card, this Oracle card, it comes up at times when you have a lot of new opportunities coming your way. A lot of good things coming your way, a lot of success and all of that stuff. So that's really, really nice. But I think this reading is here to kind of help you navigate that, right? Maybe you've been kind of in a lull lately, and even though things may be kind of turning up for you, you've kind of maybe, I don't know, I'm definitely feeling like a confidence thing from this. That might be your problem. You know what I want to do though, and I rarely do this. I usually wait for a little while before I turn over this card, but just so that I can be sure, I want to turn over this one and see what it says. The Horned God. Okay. AKA the Emperor. Yeah, so we're talking about taking control back. I don't know if control is a good word for it, but taking your power back. We'll start here. So the Magician, like I said, when we have it reversed, that's what it's telling you. It's like, dude, you have so much power over this. You have so much control over this. Like you, at least more than you think you do. And you need to be remembering to use your resources, use your brain, use your whatever you've got to get these things going and get these things moving. Because the Magician is all about manifestation. In this other deck here, this card is labeled as the Witch. Well, I'll say this, because we do have this Justice card here, I think you might be, how do I say this the right way? Very concerned with the logic and the facts and what's the most likely, what's the most realistic, that kind of thinking, which is not bad. That's not bad at all. But the problem is a lot of times when we're in that mindset of trying to figure out what is the most likely and what is realistic and what is all of that kind of stuff, that very grounded energy, we can unknowingly get caught up in making a lot of assumptions that aren't necessarily true, right? Just because something is the most likely to happen doesn't mean that it is going to happen. It's just the most likely, right? So I think what can happen sometimes is you get caught up and in the name of being realistic, or something like that, you end up holding yourself back, right? We want to reach a really good balance. And I'm saying this as somebody who practices witchcraft, okay? But we do want to reach a good balance of staying realistic, staying grounded, staying here in reality, right? But also still dreaming and taking chances and trying, even if the odds aren't completely, necessarily in your favor. You can still try, you can still dream about it. You can still go down that path, even just a little bit, Halen's here, my little kitty cat. So next we have the Moon and Queen of Chalices. So very watery energy here in this Scorpio moon reading. With the Moon card though, that tells me that I think there's something that is being hidden or just at least not being totally addressed, or maybe looks like one thing but is actually something else. Halen. She's trying to play with something. Hold on. Yeah, Halen, come here. Oh god, she's feeling very playful right now, but I gotta finish this reading. And I think that has something to do with Queen of Chalices. Now, I'm like really trying to restrain myself in this reading. If you can't, I don't know if you can tell. Usually with my readings, I really try and like stay away from, or not stay away from, but not think too much about who this is for, right? So I don't like go into my Scorpio moon reading saying, okay, these are Scorpio moons, so they are probably like blah, blah, blah. So therefore I'm going to interpret it this way. I really try not to do that because I think that leads to me making way too many assumptions. But I'm going to do it a little bit this time, okay? Because with Scorpio moons, oh god, hold on. Sorry. With Scorpio moons, Scorpio's a water sign, right? They do not get enough credit for how good they are with their emotions, right? Because the moon is associated with water as well. So it's actually a pretty God, I'm not an astrologer. I'm not very good at relaying this kind of information, which is why I don't talk about it. But those things are quite harmonious together, right? Like, yes, Scorpio energy is a lot of emotion, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's bad, right? It's still very watery, very emotion-based, you know? So I think what I'm getting at is I think you have a lot of untapped potential with the emotion. I think that might be something, maybe even not necessarily that you are avoiding it, maybe some of you, but I feel like it's more so just you don't see the potential, right? You don't see how much really tapping into those and really acknowledging those and feeling those with your whole heart, how much that'll really help you. And I'm assuming it's regarding all of this, right? That is where you'll find so much of your power, is through your emotions and through you feeling them. I think you'll gain a lot of insight and wisdom through them. Because Queen of Cups, she is the queen of managing her emotions. She is the queen of being able to open up in such a healthy way and use her emotions to help her and to guide her in such a meaningful way. I think you have that within yourself. I'm not sure how much more specific I can get than that, but I think it's something you should definitely consider. So I think for this last part, we have Knight of Wands with the Lady and the Lord, aka the Lovers. Let's talk about this one first. It is a very, very misunderstood card. So the Lovers, just like everything else in tarot, is symbolic. They are a symbol. So I'm not necessarily talking about a person, much less a soulmate or anything like that. That's not what we're talking about here. Doesn't mean that you're never talking about it with this card, but in this reading, I really don't think that's not what we're talking about here. The Lovers are a symbol for harmony. And in the standard Rider-Waite-Smith deck, it's a man and a woman who are the lovers, which is representative of how they are two different people, two very different people who come from different backgrounds, have different dynamics, but they're able to still work very harmoniously together. They, are able to kind of balance out their strengths and their weaknesses, right? A lot of unity and oneness and harmony. That's what the Lovers represent. So I think going forward, with all of the goodness that I think is coming for you quite soon, I cannot get any more specific than that, but that's just what this card usually is saying. Well, and I guess also what I was talking about here, right? While, balancing this grounded, realistic energy, right? Because that's not bad at all. It is very, very important. However, there is still room to dream. There's still room to listen to your heart. I think being able to balance those things, and instead of thinking of them as opposites, thinking of them as two things that just merge together and work with each other for your own happiness, for your own fulfillment, right? Taking that into account, because we do also have this Knight of Wands, which is very creative energy. Kind of what I was saying here. I think you can use your emotions as your strength to create these things, to really dive into whatever it is you're doing with a full heart. I think that'll really, really help you. It'll open up a lot of doors for you, help you see things through a new lens. So yeah, again, I'll repeat one more time. I think the key to all of this is balance. Just like so many things in life, you can find a balance and it will open up so many more things for you. Again, going back to this Magician card, it will help you create. It will help you manifest. It will help you recognize your own power and your own potential. I think, like I said before, untapped potential. That's how I'm feeling with this. So, Scorpio moons. If you have any questions about this, or if you'd like any part of this clarified, please let me know. You can leave a comment, or you can just reach out to me, whichever you prefer. If you're feeling particularly drawn to any of these cards, or if you'd like a little more information about any of them, on the shorts part of my channel, I have hundreds of shorts, those like little 60-second videos, where I talk about each of the cards. I talk about their upright meaning, their reversed meaning, as well as all of the symbolism within the cards. So if you'd like a little more information, I highly recommend you go check that out. But Scorpio moons, I am so excited for you. I'm wishing you so much luck with all of this. I really believe that you can do it, of course. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye!